Okay, so you're probably out there thinking about what's next after you graduate, right? Like, how do I stand out when I get my first job? Well, today we are going to deep dive into something that might just help with exactly that.
Yeah, Pi Sigma Epsilon, or PSE.
Right.
We've been going through their website trying to see what this co-ed fraternity focused on sales and marketing has to offer. Especially for college students like you who are listening, we'll figure out what PSE is really all about and if it's worth your time to join.
Exactly. I mean, let's face it, as a college student looking to break into business, you need every advantage you can get.
Right.
And PSE's tagline is, your business advantage for life. That's a pretty big claim.
It is.
So let's break it down. What exactly is Pi Sigma Epsilon?
So they were founded back in 1952.
Wow, that's a while ago.
Yeah, it's a long time. They're open to any college student, any major at any point in your studies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know, it's not just for business majors. What they're looking for is curiosity and drive.
That's really cool. So what's their main objective? What are they trying to do for their members?
Basically, they want to help students develop their sales and marketing skills. They do that by offering what they call experiential learning and professional opportunities. So it's not just about, sitting in a classroom and learning theory. It's about getting your hands dirty and actually doing stuff, putting what you learn to the test.
Yeah, applying it to real-world scenarios.
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned earlier that it's a co-ed fraternity. What does that mean in like a professional setting?
Yeah, so the fraternity aspect is about building a strong community among the members, networking with like-minded students who are also into business, and being co-ed is a big deal because it means they're fostering a diverse and inclusive environment. And that's important because in today's world, collaboration is key.
Makes sense. So we know a bit about what PSE is now, but for those out there really trying to map out a business career, what makes this organization worth joining?
There are a lot of reasons. One thing that stands out is that they are really focused on the emerging workforce, putting emphasis on getting their members ready for a successful career and helping them advance. So if you're a college student hoping to land your first internship or job, that's something that you're probably looking for. Basically, they want to give you the skills and the experience that you need to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, career readiness is definitely something on most business students' minds.
For sure.
What other advantages do they mention for students?
A big one is community. When you join PSE, you're instantly a part of a network of other ambitious students in similar fields. You also get access to education and skill development opportunities that you might not get in a typical classroom. And they even have competitions, so you can test your skills in a challenging and dynamic setting.
Competition can definitely help you grow. It's totally different from just learning stuff in a classroom.
Right.
Do they talk at all about how they connect students with employers?
Yes, and this is huge. They say their members get exclusive access to their hiring partners.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it could be a game changer when it comes to finding internships and entry-level jobs.
Exclusive access. That's big for students trying to make it in the business world.
Absolutely.
Let's dive a little deeper into that. What exactly does real-world experience look like at PSE?
Well, they talk about projects, competitions, and internships. So imagine you can tell an employer that you didn't just take a marketing class, but you actually developed a marketing plan for a real company through PSE.
That's so much more powerful than just listing coursework on a resume.
Right. Or you could say, hey, I was in a PSE competition where I had to use my sales skills under pressure. And of course, having access to internships through their connections, that's a massive advantage.
Yeah.
These are things that make your resume really pop.
It goes from just listing courses to highlighting real accomplishments.
Definitely.
Okay, what about professional development? They mention things like workshops and certifications. What's the benefit of those?
So they offer these exclusive workshops, certifications, and mentoring programs. This means they're helping you gain very practical skills in things like sales techniques, digital marketing strategies, and even professional communication. These are all skills employers are looking for.
Makes sense.
And having a certification from a recognized organization or having an experienced mentor can really make a difference in your career.
Yeah, mentoring is invaluable. Having someone who can give you advice and help you navigate the business world. Okay, let's talk networking. How does PSE help students make those connections?
Networking is at the heart of what they do. They organize events where you can meet industry leaders. They also have a massive network of over 60,000 alumni nationwide.
Wow, that's a lot.
And of course, you'll be connecting with your fellow PSE members. Building these connections while you're still in college can open doors to internships, jobs, and just great advice down the road.
Yeah, having 60,000 alumni to connect with is huge. Think of the potential mentorship and job opportunities. They also talk about leadership growth. How does PSE support students in developing leadership skills?
PSE gives you the chance to take on leadership roles within your local chapter. You could be organizing events, managing finances, leading recruitment efforts.
All really practical skills.
Exactly. These roles help you develop important skills like communication, teamwork, problem solving, and strategic thinking. Employers love to see these kinds of skills on a resume.
It sounds like PSE offers a lot for students looking to kickstart their business careers.
Definitely.
But how does it all work? What kinds of events and activities can students expect to be a part of?
They have two levels of engagement. Your local chapter on campus, which has regular meetings and activities, and then they have events at a national level.
Let's talk about the national events. Those sound like they could offer some unique opportunities.
They have these fall conferences, which happen all over the country. They seem to be regionally focused. You'll get to develop leadership skills, get advice on job hunting and internships, and importantly, you'll network with students from other chapters.
That's cool. Regional conferences focus on career prep and networking.
Yeah. Then they have their national convention, which they call the Event of the Year. This one is several days long. They have all sorts of programming, competitions where you can test your skills against the best, and huge networking opportunities with PSE members and corporate partners.
The event of the year, that sounds like a pretty big deal for students.
Definitely. It seems like a really good way to immerse yourself in PSE and build some lasting connections.
Are there other national level events that students might want to know about?
Yeah. They have a leadership summit, which seems to be more intensive. They have immersive workshops, sessions led by experts on leadership, and more focused networking. If you're looking to boost your leadership potential, this could be a good one to attend.
That sounds really valuable for students who are thinking about management roles later on.
Absolutely.
They also mentioned a winter officer retreat. Is that something that everyone gets to go to, or is it just for chapter leaders?
So that one's mostly for chapter leaders. It's a virtual event where they learn how to run their local chapters well. It's not directly for every member, but it shows that PSE really supports its chapters so they can offer the best experience to all their members.
Right. Strong leadership is important.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Okay, let's go back to the connections with employers, which is something we touched on earlier. How exactly does the corporate member program work?
The corporate member program connects PSE students directly with the job market. They basically try to give PSE members a leg up when applying for in-demand jobs at reputable companies.
You mentioned priority access earlier. What does that look like for a student?
It means you'll get to go to special networking events where you can meet recruiters. You might get priority when it comes to interviews at PSE events, and you'll have the chance to build relationships with people at companies that are looking to hire PSE talent.
So it's not just random career fairs. These companies are specifically partnering with PSE.
Exactly. They're choosing to work with PSE because they know the members have been trained and are really motivated.
Right.
It could make your job search a whole lot easier.
Absolutely. Okay, so apart from the corporate member program, does PSE have a broader network or connections with other organizations that might be useful to students?
Yeah, they have chapters all across the country. They don't say exactly how many, but it's obviously a nationwide organization.
That's impressive.
And of course, they have that huge alumni network of over 60,000 professionals, which, as we said before, is a great resource for networking and mentorship.
Definitely. Do they partner with other organizations in like the professional or academic sphere?
They do. They list several partnering organizations.
Oh, okay, cool.
It means they're connected to other big players in sales and marketing education. Organizations like the National Conference in Sales Management, Mu Kappa Tau Honor Society, the Journal of Personal Selling and Sales Management, and the Sales Education Foundation. These partnerships give their members even more resources and learning opportunities. It also adds to PSE's credibility.
It sounds like PSE offers a lot for students who want to build a career in sales or marketing.
Totally. They give you hands-on experience through projects and competitions. You get professional development with workshops and mentoring.
Yeah.
You build a network with other students, alumni, and industry leaders. And you get the chance to really develop your leadership skills.
Yeah.
On top of all that, you get that direct connection to employers through the corporate member program.
It's really a comprehensive package. And remember, their tagline is, your business advantage for life.
Right. It seems like it could be a good move for students who are serious about their careers.
If you're a student listening and this sounds interesting, what should you do?
See if there's a PSE chapter on your campus. They're often very active in business schools and similar departments. They're always looking for new members.
And what if your campus doesn't have a chapter?
Go to their website and check out the chapter locator under their quick links. You can see if there's a chapter nearby or even look into starting a new chapter on your campus.
Perfect. Go check out PSE's website and see if there's a chapter near you.
So now that you know more about PSE, think about this. How could being a part of an organization like this early in your college years help you stand out in the business world after you graduate? It's a competitive world out there, so any advantage you can get is worth considering.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us.
See